I am getting over a cold, so you're going to have to excuse my voice and maybe sniffles in this video. My throat is usually dry anyway on a regular basis, but after this cold, it's kind of like dry, sore a bit. So I apologize ahead of time about that. So, hi, I'm Shelly. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be my November TBR. I can't believe I'm doing November TBR already. So I do have this here. I do have, doesn't look like a big stack, but these aren't really small books. I also have an audiobook I want to listen to, and that's the book I'm going to talk about first. That one is, I should bring it up here, of course. I didn't do that ahead of time, did I? This one is called, you can tell I'm really planning ahead. I'll put a picture of it here somewhere or on this side. Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baltrey. And this is book number 2 in the Legends and Latte series. There are 2 books already in the series, but the second book is a prequel to the series. So this is actually the second book in the series. And of course this series, if you haven't heard of it, is a cozy fantasy adventure series. And I really enjoyed the other 2 books. I do have, I'm going to be listening to the audiobook of this one. I keep forgetting that I have it from NetGalley. The book doesn't come out till November 11th, I think. And I do have it pre-ordered because I do plan on rereading the books at some point. And in this book, it says, return to the cozy fantasy world of the #1 New York Times best-selling Legends and Latte series, with a new adventure featuring fan favorite, foul-mouthed bookseller Fern. Fern has weathered the stillness and storms of a bookseller's life for decades, but now in the face of crippling ennui, I can never remember how to pronounce that, she transplants herself to the city of Thune to hang out her shingle beside a long-absent friend's coffee shop. What could be a better pairing? Surely a charming renovation montage will cure what ails her. If only things were so simple. It turns out that fixing your life isn't a one-time prospect, nor as easy as a change of scenery and a lick of paint. Now it's starting already. A drunken and desperate knight seized the Ratkin, waking far from home in the company of a legendary warrior, surviving on inertia and imprisoned chaos goblin, with fondness for silverware and an absolutely thumping hangover. As together they fend off a rogues gallery of ne'er-do-wells, trying to claim the bounty the goblin represents, Fern may finally reconnect with the person she actually is when there isn't a job to get in the way. So that one does sound very interesting, and I'm looking forward to listening to it, and planning on getting to that one early in November before the actual book comes out. Because by the time my pre-order is sent anyway, it's usually a couple weeks after it comes out before I usually get the book. So the next one is a book I planned to read last month. I did have an e-arc and I didn't end up getting to it, but I did pick up the physical copy, and that's the second book, The Witching Moon Manor, which is the second book in this series. It's the magical Quigley sisters, and in the first book was A Crescent Moon Tea Room, which is this one, and then the second one, The Witching Moon Manor, and you can see these are beautiful covers. In the first book, the Quigley sisters, Anne, Beatrix, and Violet, they have a tea shop, and they usually they have customers. They come in, they tell like their futures, their fortunes, sort of thing. And then one day the Council of Witches comes calling with news that the City Diviner has lost their powers, and then the sisters are suddenly pulled in different directions. And as Anne's magic begins to develop beyond that of her sisters, Beatrix's writing attracts the attention of a publisher, and Violet is enchanted by the song of the circus, and perhaps a mischievous trapeze artist threatening to sweep her off her feet. It seems a family curse that threatens to separate the sisters is taking effect. So that is the first one, and it's a really good, cozy, witchy read for this time of year. I highly recommend it. So I will be getting to this one this month. I do have an audiobook copy. My library has the audiobook, so I think I'll be getting the audiobook for that. And another witchy read that just recently came out by C.J. Cook, and that is The Last Witch. This one here. I've really been looking forward to this one. I got this one last week, I think, or a week before. It finally came in the mail. And this one is set in Innisbrook, 1485. It says, Helena should be doing what every other wealthy young wife is doing, keeping her husband's house, bearing his children. When their footman is found dead, Helena is accused of killing him. Worst, she is accused of being a witch. In prison with 6 other women, Helena is plunged into a world of terror. When a cursed witch totem is smuggled into the prison, the prisoners attempt to use it to escape, only to unleash a malevolent spirit, which places all their lives in danger. Does Helena risk her life and the lives of others? Alright, I was interrupted then when I was almost finished reading it, so just read the last couple sentences, and it says, Does Helena risk her life and the lives of others by standing up to the terrifying witchfinder and risk death at the stake if found guilty? Or is the real threat the world beyond this one? And I'm really looking forward to this one. I've been following C.J. Cook on Instagram, and I find she does a lot of research. I think this is based on a real event, and she does a lot of research with her novels, especially like the last few. I think the different witch novels she's read, which I enjoyed the other ones. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm reading this one this month. Now the next one is one I didn't get to last month. I've been trying to read through the Kathy Reich's Temperance Brennan series, and the one Break No Bones I didn't get to. This is October 30th right now, so I didn't get to this one this month, so I'm going to read it in November. I'm trying to get through the whole series. And on this one, she is summoned to South Carolina to fill in for a negligent colleague. Stuck teaching a lackluster archaeology field school in the ruins of a Native American burial ground. And she stumbles across a fresh skeleton among the ancient bones. And then her old friend, a local coroner, persuades her to stay on to help with the investigation, and then the body count continues to climb. So that's all I'll read about that one, but I will be reading this one in November. Hopefully, I always say I will be, but then, well, things happen. The next one, a lot of people read fiction in November. Nonfiction. They do like a nonfiction November, but I don't think I can read a whole month of books, nonfiction books, so I picked one. And this one is Rick Mercer, The Road Years, a memoir continued. He is from Newfoundland. And this is a hilarious follow-up to his best-selling Talking to Canadians. It begins with the launch of Rick Mercer Report, which went on to become massive and enduring success. For Rick, the show was a mission to celebrate Canada, meeting the people where they lived, finding out what brings them happiness, and sharing in their sometimes life-threatening pursuits. Along the way, he hung out with some of the country's best-loved celebrities, not to mention a complete set of sitting prime ministers. His recollections of those extraordinary times are full of excitement, revelations, and laughter. So this is Road Years, going across Canada and speaking with celebrities, Canadians, prime ministers. well, not I've had this book for a while. Not a while, but I've been meaning to pick up this one for a while. Because I do like, I've read his books before and I do enjoy. I enjoyed the TV shows he was on and that he co-started. So I'm looking forward to that one. The next two are the Buzzword Reading Challenge books. For this month, for November month, it is read a book with the word never in the title, and on the cover is food and drink. So for the food and drink on the cover, I picked Agatha Christie's The 13 Problems. This one right here. And it has a drink glass on the cover. So made an easy choice for me, and it's a shorter book. It's only a little over 200 pages, so that makes it a lot easier to get through this month. And this one says, a weekly dinner party, 10 amateur sleuths, the Tuesday night club murders. On a quiet Tuesday in St. Mary Mead, a group of friends gather for dinner. A policeman, a clergyman, a solicitor, an author, an artist, and an unassuming lady with a shrewd gaze, Jane Marple. Conversation naturally turns to crime. Each recounts a seemingly unsolvable mystery. Each thinks they know the answer. But it's the one they least expect who understands the true nature of each wicked act. So, looking forward to reading that one. I am getting close to the end. I almost forgot to mention, of course, I have only 2 more books in my TBR veteran jar. So I'm going to pick that one at the end. Okay, the other Buzzword Reading Challenge, never, the word never in the title. So I've chosen Never Flinch by Stephen King. This one is his latest book. Does he have another one out? This one, of course, is a character that Stephen King loves. I love her. A lot of people don't love her, so I think it's either you love her or you hate her. Holly's not perfect. Of course, she has a lot of problems, but I do love Holly. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. In this one, let's see. I'll just read a little clip at the top. It says, from master storyteller Stephen King comes an extraordinary new novel with intertwining storylines. One about a killer on a diabolical revenge mission, and another about a vigilante targeting a feminist celebrity speaker, featuring the beloved Holly Gibney and a dynamic new cast of characters. So, I am looking forward to reading that one. And another book I will be carrying over. I didn't get as much read. I have a little bit more read than bookmarks. I was listening to the audiobook yesterday, so I didn't mark off where I left off. That is The Book of Life, which is the 3rd book in the Discovery of Witches series. So this is a continuation. Of course, there's demons, witches, vampires, all trying to find this missing Book of Life. It's missing for hundreds of years. So I'm going to finish this one. This is the 30th of October, so I don't think I'm going to get it all done. I think I'm not halfway, so I'll see how far I get today. I still have tomorrow. So I'm hoping to get most of it read, and then I'll finish the rest of it like the 1st of November probably. So this will probably be in my November reading wrap-up, I'd say. So that's that one. And the last book that I will be reading in November, there's 2 books. Let's see which one it's going to be for November. All right. And it is, I don't know if you can see that, is The Diviners by Margaret Lawrence. And that is the 5th book in the Manawaka sequence. Certainly I read The Fire Dwellers earlier this year, and this is the last book in this series. And this is more or less just, I guess it's literary fiction. It's just kind of like a slice of life type thing. And in this one, it says, for the fiercely independent Borag Gun, isolation once forced upon her by her small prairie town existence becomes a precious sought-after right. That is, until her unexpected and overwhelming need for love forces her to test her strength and fears against the world. Serving as both culmination and completion of Lawrence's beloved Manawaca cycle, and winner of the 1974 Governor General's Award for Fiction, The Diviners is heralded as an outstanding achievement of lasting influence and is Margaret Lawrence's final novel. So I am looking forward to reading this one. This one is, I think it is the longest, I believe, of the five books, and I think like when I finish the series, I'll probably speak about all the other books maybe in the next few months. Probably won't be till next year. Maybe I'll discuss the books that I have read, these 12 books, and what I thought of them all. So that is it for my November TBR. If you've read any of these, you can comment down below and let me know. And I will be back soon with another video. I got a few videos coming up that I need to record. I just recently recorded my my June to September book purchases. And I need to do my October, the books I bought in October. And I'm starting a new reading challenge in November, so I'm going to make a separate video about that as well. Probably the first week in November, which is coming up very soon. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again with another video soon. Bye.